Absorb's real name is Larson Winters. He is 6'6" in height, approximately 230 pounds. He is a professional criminal now. He has no group affiliation. His city of residence is Mobile. He's single. He has brown hair and blue eyes. His first appearance is the Canadian Shield #3. He has no known relatives. Larson was born in Georgetown, Ontario. His family upbringing was short as his parents abandoned him in a city park one day, never leaving a clue as to why or where they went. Within a few days of wandering, some of the street people saw him and took him in as one of their own. While living with these street people, they taught him to lie, cheat, and steal. This bunch of street people were not ones to stay in the same place for very long, so they traveled from city to city. So when they went, so did Larson. They did not take a lot with them. Traveling became a way of life for Larson, so he never thought of stopping and cleaning up his life. When Larson was about 22, he saved a man's life. In return, the man offered him a job at a local nuclear power plant, which he managed. Without hesitation, Larson accepted the offer. All seemed good for Larson, but life just seemed to have it in for him. For after working there 6 months, a small leak occurred which no one noticed at first. All this time, Larson was cleaning everywhere in the building, so he just got bathed in the nuclear fumes. Shortly after having this started happening, strange things started happening to him. Not to mention that he got very, very sick. When he thought things couldn't get any weirder, he noticed as he would pass various powered equipment, it would short out. As he moved away, it would come on again. He would feel slightly re-energized. Things continued as normal as they could with this, as it could be with all this happening. As more of these little events continued to happen, he came to the conclusion that he was shorting them out. One day, when at work, he got into an argument with a security guard. Larson got extremely angry with him and just gave out one of those looks that could kill, when suddenly light beams came out of his eyes, vaporizing the guard where he stood. At this, all the people started to run and scream in fear. The Canadian Shield, not being far from the scene, heard the screams and followed them to the source. Once arriving, he leaped into action. Through a rigorous battle, Larson learned much about his powers. In the end, Larson escaped, and now unable to go back to normal life, decided to revert to his old ways. Soon after, he decides to call himself Absorb because of his new powers. All these things aside, Larson would give almost anything to have a normal life. And that's his history. His skills and powers. Absorb has very little hand-to-hand combat knowledge. He is an excellent petty thief and a half-decent con man. Although none of this truly makes him dangerous, he's not someone you want to mess with, for he has great power. Through absorbing almost all forms of energy, he can dispel that energy in many forms. Just through the absorption of all the energy, it has made him many times stronger than the normal man. Probably close to 50 times, I believe, at this time. So some of the other ways that he can manifest his energy is in beams of light shooting out of his eyes, allowing him to incinerate even the toughest of metals. He can also spit nuclear fireballs from his mouth, and last, from what we know at the moment, he can shoot purple beams out of his feet, allowing him to fly. While flying, he can reach speeds of 500 miles per hour. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this out. And have a great and wonderful day. Bye for now. God bless.